Hi everyone, my name is Sergey, and today we're going to discuss about functional decomposition, a little about product management, how to release really complicated mature products, and all other stuff. So, just a few words about me. I'm Chief Product Officer of Boardmaps company. It's a software development company, and we provide the service for government bodies. We provide some meetings, votings, agendas, so all difficult stuff with big corporations. So I work with business-to-business sphere. I work in enterprise software, and also I have some experience with business-to-government, huge systems. My domain is corporate governance. Also, since 2024, I have a project with mergers and acquisitions, so some finances, and that's it. My major interest is music, and if you know how to just deliver the package of long plays from your original country to Belgrade without any problems, let's talk later. Okay, so about product decomposition and my topic, what we will discuss. I will tell something about the product evolution, how we create products, what happened with this product, what to do with this product, and why we have to switch to data-oriented approach as the most significant part of our product journey. Also, I will talk about functional decomposition as the basic step in this journey, and we will discuss some key insights why we have to do this. Okay, product evolution. Let's imagine that we want to create something new, some new product. We would like to create something nice and simple, using modern practices, modern standard, maybe brand new technologies. Also, we will develop some must-have features just to check our hypothesis. The first release gonna look pretty nice and fun, and later we just go to development stage. We have engaged team. We would like to deliver some features that was in nice-to-have section of our backlog. We have new opportunities. We have new clients. Our clients request some features. We started to develop these features. Maybe we just decided to go to different market to check our hypothesis again or change our hypothesis. So the product is developing, and here we go, we have the mature product stage. That's the same building that was on the previous picture, but after a few years of this kind of development. So the product, as you can see, highly functional. Maybe we have some legacy code and abandoned features, but still, we have some security layer over there. We have the marketplace. We have some attempt to redesign this application, just like this, but only for one feature. So, and maybe that's not even a problem, because on this stage of our product, time to market is more important. Internal beauty doesn't matter. We have to earn some money. And if we started to earn some money, that means that right now we can think about future of our product. And the future of our product shall be still functional. Product have to be nice again and ready for modern market. Because if you're developing your software for 10 years, that means that maybe you have some competitors that right now have the better software than yours. Or for example, you have 10 years legacy software, or maybe 15, something old on ancient Java from 2008, and right now you have to introduce some AI features in this product. Yeah, it means that you have to do something with your product. And we will discuss data-oriented approach as the only way how to fix our product. So, how can product decision be adopted? We have fun way and the boring way, and the fun way is to use our product sense, started to think, okay, we will paint our product, all buttons in our product to Pantone 2025 colors, and that means that right now we have a modern product. Now, that's not work like this, and I guess in 2025 we all agree that data-oriented approach is the only way how to work with this old products, just to build some spreadsheets, some analytics, some statistics, and all this kind of stuff. So, and for example, we are new product manager, and we have to deal something with this old mature product. By the way, somebody works with this kind of products before, these big, ugly machines with a lot of ancient features. I know. Yeah, I guess that's how it works. So on strategic level, if you're C-level product owner, something like this, you have to understand how to transfer this ugly one to this beauty. Shall we just abandon all the product and build the new one from scratch, or maybe we have to refactor somehow this product? And the big problem is, where is the core product? So this is a core product, or maybe this is the core product. That's why you need some data just to understand what to do. And because you don't understand about the cost of the maintaining of all the stuff, of maybe useful features. So, and the same stuff on the routine level, the same example. You're just the product owner, you just started your work in brand new company, and you have this mature product, and your job is just to organize some backlog. And you have some features and you have some bugs. Some bugs are from old and half-abandoned feature. Should we fix this bug? Or maybe should we remove this feature? What should we do? So that's, again, we have a lot of questions, and an old Russian meme, we don't know what is it. It would be great if you know what is it, but we don't know what is it. So that's something about my topic. It's functional decomposition. That's really old approach. I don't know, maybe from even 80s, but that's a great way to start your work with normal product development. Just to be short, it's just list of the feature. 500 features in a row, maybe 1,000 features in a row. That's too much, but still it's possible. And that's master spreadsheet. It's something that you could build really quickly, and you help to switch to normal product development. So how to start? For example, we decided that we need this spreadsheet. I just created new book in Microsoft Excel. What do you think should we do? How to create this list of features?
Ask a developer.
Ask a developer. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because you have an artifacts from the previous team. But what happens if you do not have... So the team was changed. I don't know, somebody bought your product. This product was bought by your company, and you have no access to previous team. What should you do?
What's your goal?
Oh?
What's your goal? Depending on the goal, you define what to do.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And our goal in general is just to build this spreadsheet. Yeah, let's move on. So we have to collect some artifacts to this product. And the first one is user documentation as the simplest one. That's a great stuff to find out the core functionality. If you have 100 features or 1,000 features, that means that you have 100 user documentation, and I guess this 100 is your core product. Of course, this level is this is a high level features only, and it requires the documentation itself, because it's maybe you don't have it, but still it's fun. You can just open getting started article and start to add some features like user authentication, forms authentication, 2FA via SMS, 2FA via emails, or maybe a password restoring function, everything like this. So the next one is similar pretty to test cases. It's just to trying to find out if you have any tracking system, because product backlog items or user story are really helpful. For example, you have some feature that sends the notification to your user on the morning. Somebody uploads the document, and on the morning your user receives some notification about documents that he didn't see. So that's the pretty good feature just to put into your list. The only problem is that this level may be not as detailed as product specifications, and maybe this story can contain a few features. For example, just scheduling from admin panel, some notification settings, add subscribe button, and all this kind of stuff. And that's how we dive into product specification level. So if you have Confluence or Notion or something specs, yeah, that's great. The most detailed source of data. The only problem is that they can be overly detailed, and you have to understand the product, just understand something about your product, just to understand what's written in this specification. And of course, that's great to have the product itself. It's the product, because it contains every feature that were ever made, because that's why we developed these features. And you have source code, you have some Swagger, you have API, you have UI, so you could just go into admin panel and start to add some features like add user. If you had add users, that means we have CRUD operations, so create, read, update, delete. Okay, we started to fill our table, but the only problem is that some features may be hidden behind feature toggles, and you have to know about these feature toggles.
Metadata.
Oh, I'm sorry?
Metadata.
Metadata.
How is this in this context? How would you?
It depends what you understand by metadata in this case.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess we can discuss it later, just after the core presentation. So the only problem is that it's hard to understand all these feature toggles, and even in my practice, on the early stage of my own boardmaps product, we have a problem. We started to work with brand new markets, and we started to add some features. And we have so high speed of this development, so we just abandoned our admin panel and created master web page that have a name all settings. And this page consists of 422 feature toggles. And later this feature toggles started to involve with some other feature, and right now you have to enable 4 features just to enable 5th one, and that was a big problem, and that's why we decided that, okay, we will never do like this, we will refactor all this kind of stuff, we will prepare normal product specs and all this kind of stuff. So, but still, if I'm gonna work with my product on this stage just as a new person, it's a nightmare, it's impossible. So the last artifacts, it's product bugs and product task, but they are kind of useful because you can use them only if you do not have anything else. And domain documentation is a really fun stuff for your core product, because if your product somehow connected to some, I don't know, some laws, to some regulated domains, yeah, that's fun to use. And also my product is connected with corporate governance, and in every country we have some corporate governance documentation. So when we started to work with Serbia, that means that you open this guy and started to learn about this, and okay, yeah, that's our core product, everything is fine, let's make a deals in Serbia. Yeah, that works fine too. So, and the last one about the registry itself, that you know, just a list of 500 features, it's not something that helps you in your daily routine. You have to create some filter systems, you know, up to 10 domains. You have some core product, and you have some additional domains like, you know, marketplace. Yeah, it's something that used, so if something is used by everyone, that's a core product. If something is used only by part of your clients, that means that you can create some additional domain. I don't know, some company requires data leak protection integrations. That means that's a security or integration. It depends on your product. So, and something about insights that we could reach from this list. What do you think? How this list of features segregated by domains can help us to make the future decision?
What is more often used?
Yeah, that's a great stuff. And I guess that's even the first one. Understand your customers. Okay, we have 500 features, and I'm pretty sure that nobody uses all 500 features. We have some core product, but maybe we are wrong about our core product. Maybe some features can be removed. Let's run a survey. Let's talk with our clients, and right now we will just to remove something insignificant. What do you think we could use this structure? So what other options can be?
Remove.
Yeah, that's great. That we do right now. But about additional insights. So we checked our customers. So what we could do next?
And
And
you can add analytics and check what users actually use.
oh yeah, that's great. That's like a part of our customer survey, and you know, I will have it even later. Yeah, that's a great assumption.
How about updates via email saying you will soon deprecate a portion of the product, and see how many complaints you get back?
Oh yeah, that's it sounds like some dark pattern, but generally yeah, it works. Yeah, you know, and the same way, you know, with creating some mystical features that doesn't exist, but we have some email about, okay, we will have this feature. If you're interested, press this button, and we do not have this feature. Okay, yeah, later. In general, we could work with our clients more. We could even understand some customer segments. So, you know, this feature are core product, and we know that retail uses this feature and banks use these features. And maybe we start to understand that these features exist in banks and retail, and maybe these features should be a core product right now. And that's how we, or other features are unused, and maybe you have banks, retail, developer companies, and oh my God, we have a lot of white spaces. Yeah, let's remove all of them. Because that's the question, where does the money go? We have just huge product, and the great stuff about this kind of list, we can ask yourself a question: what is the maintenance of every feature per year? For example, you could apply your filters to your ticket system, Jira or Azure DevOps, and just export all data for the last years with estimation, and just to figure it out, just to, I don't know, take your story points, convert them into money, and just to understand how many real euros you spend each year on any feature. Or is it only salary? Maybe that's something connected with AWS, and we have too many testing stages in AWS. Or maybe that's about third-party dependencies. Maybe we should not use highly important but highly expensive PDF converter feature and just replace it with something from open source. Yeah, and of course, it's all about revenue. If a feature generates some revenue, that means that's a good feature. If this feature are not generate this revenue, why we are still keeping this feature in our product? So, and something about quality. That's also that you could get from this list. For example, you have a lot of tickets in your support system. So users always write something into help desk, just asking about some bugs in your production version. So that means that maybe you have some blind spots with the priorities, and right now you have a list of core features, and you could just match these core features with your testing plan. And maybe you are just testing something wrong, and you may adapt this list to automatic testing or just regular testing. And right now you at least will receive less product bugs from the ticket system. And also licensing model. Okay, we have core product, we have some additional feature. Okay, or maybe we can just rebuild our licensing model, just to sell our core product cheaper and sell our features with additional price. And also it's about cost analysis. It's kind of connected with this feature revenue. So maybe we could just somehow to think about them. So challenges and limitations, because I'm talking about the spreadsheet, and the spreadsheet as usual as different diagrams and all that kind of stuff. It's highly hard to maintain. You have a list of 500 features. You have somehow to update it, and that sounds like impossible task for daily routine. I can give only advice to use some filters in your tracking system, just to provide some optimization for your analytics, just to gather information from your product and deliver inside of spreadsheet or maybe some BI system. So you always can involve this kind of stuff. And of course, it's about necessity, because in my job, we have pretty long deals. And if I will receive brand new sheet every 2 weeks, it just doesn't make any sense for me, because maybe once per quarter, and for some layers it's twice per year. It's definitely fine. And the important part, you have to be open to criticism, because when you are building this kind of structure, because as I told in the beginning, you have two approaches: fun approach and the boring approach. And in general, when you just started this data-oriented approach, you just started this as a fun approach, because you don't know the core product yet. You have to check your hypothesis with your customers, and that means that your first version of this registry gonna be incorrect, but you will have some additional understanding in your mind. Okay, I have a structure, that means that this structure is correct. Okay, I will tell everybody that I am right and they are wrong because I have a spreadsheet. It doesn't work like this, so you have to work with anyone. That's all in general. So I just would like to say some key takeaways. Functional decomposition is something that I used for the last 6 products that I released. And that's a great thing just to start with. You could implement it just in few weeks, first week, second week on the new job, and just to receive some source of information, just to start asking some questions. Why we are doing this? What can we do with that? Because sometimes it's just overcomplicated to work without any structure. So here we go. Thank you everybody for listening. I'm open to your questions, so you could add me in LinkedIn, read my blog in HackerNoon. I also have the article about this topic on HackerNoon, or just send me messages on Telegram. Thank you.